Alright, good evening students. So today we'll move on to the next part. Right now, we have seen previously the concept of plan, elevation and orthogonal projection. So today what we're going to see is on how to actually draw out images. You've got 3 images that you need to draw. One is known as plan. Plan is view from the top, and 2 elevations. Okay, so for this I'll consider this is one elevation. So let's say I mark this X and this is the Y elevation. Plan is view from the top. Okay, all right. So now usually what happens is when you're given a diagram like this, a solid like this, you're supposed to come up with normally 3 drawings depending on the question, and it must be drawn to full scale. Means you actually got to measure the measurements given in the diagram and you're supposed to draw it. So for today what I'll do is just show you on how the most important thing before you actually get the actual drawing, you must know how it looks like. Okay, so for the plan, we'll start with the plan view from the top. So normally what you can do is use your highlighter and you can just shade what you are going to see from the top. That's 1. This is 2. Okay, and this inclining plane, I might be able to see it, but it might not be in the actual size. It might be smaller. Okay, so probably what it might look like is okay. Since there's no measurements given, so for today what we're going to do is just going to see the outline, how it actually looks like. All right, we're not so worried about the measurements yet. So when you are given questions later with measurements, okay, then you've got to make sure that you actually draw it proper with measurements. Okay, so now you can't have any extensions. Okay, so I'll draw this first, followed by this and this. Okay, so I'm drawing it this way. This one, and this. Okay, so since I've got no measurements, so I'll just roughly. Okay, so that's 1. Okay, all right. So this will be your plan. Okay, this is your view from the top. This is your top view. Okay, now let's say I'm going for the elevation. That means from this side. Start from this side. So what it'll actually look like is, that means what I actually see is this part. Okay, so okay, so basically that's how it looks like. Okay, that's one of my view. This is my elevation. Okay, this is from the side. So this is viewing from the side. Okay, there's one more here. Y. Y means, always assume when there's an arrow means you're actually standing next to the arrow. So what I'll see is I'll see this. I'll see this. Okay, these two surfaces will actually flat, so you might not be able to see if you're standing here. So I'll see this and I'll see this. Okay, so basically what ellipsis is, it's just drawing proportion. I'm drawing it the proportion, but since there's no measurements given, so okay, all right. So this would be elevation seen from X. This is elevation. Okay, this is also my side view. This is as seen from Y. Okay, so basically these are my three viewings. Plan, the first one's plan, and then my two elevations. Okay, the first one is going to be my plan, and the next two are my elevations. All right, and it's for a solid like this, a simple solid like this. All right, thank you.